Yes, hello. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you all had a great weekend. Hopefully, we do not run into any technical issues again today. We had avoided them for like a couple of months and had started having some on and again, off again issues. It hadn't happened for a while. We dropped power a couple times on Thursday, so unfortunately, we had to record our TGC rounds offline. On the bright side, we did secure a 6th place finish to start the season. So last week, as far as TGC stuff is concerned, solo 5th in TrueSim and solo 6th in Plat. I would say that's a heck of a way to kick off the season. Obviously, we want to build on that. Hopefully, it's not a fluke. Hopefully, we can continue that level of success through the season. TrueSim, I will say, is probably going to be not as hard to do that. There's definitely some bigger gaps there in TrueSim, and we are historically closer to the top there. Plat's going to be the real test, but 6th place out the gate, I will absolutely take it. And yeah, we'll see what we can do with TrueSim tonight. Hey, what's going on, Richard? Mad Golfer, welcome back. Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Let's see what we've got here. Shots off the green, easy. Furs, easy. 2 rounds, even or better on official courses. Okay, so we'll have to play 2 on the tour. We'll have to do 2 career mode ones. That is fine by me. 3 rounds of 2K tops. I'm not worried about that one. Yeah, we only got 3 done last week, so we're not going to get the daily quests done. Society run. So if we do some society stuff tonight and tomorrow, we can knock that out. I mean, I'd like the 150 VC. It's always nice. Also, especially because this one has swing path on it, and we use a lot of swing path ones. I don't need more of the contact. And then, oh yeah, this is the one with holding out with the wood, which I still think is absolutely absurd. I also think for this season, we can cut it down to 1 round events because we've made the cut in all of these. We need to win events, and so I don't need to be wasting my time doing 2 rounders. So we'll set our career back to 1 round tournaments, and we'll rock and roll from there. Yo, what's up, Johnny? Ah, man, I gotta get out in golf, dude. I got out to the range last week. I want to get out to the range. It's the weather. We keep having these little spurts of rain. The rain keeps coming on the weekend. Not fun. Not fun, not fun, not fun. Alright, so we'll leave that. And then rivals. We've got Rose. Nothing for messages. Alright, so start of the new season. Please tell me it's a sponsor event. Please tell me we've got a sponsor event here to open the season up. Nice. Online ad spot. Just anything to progress those, because this is like a 2-for-1. Gives you a little bit of boost, and we need to complete like 5 of these. Okay, land within a few feet of the hole. So we're on a steep lie. That's gonna fly 40, 32. I actually think just like a straight up, I mean, I think it's gonna come out to the side. I think something straight up here to start. I'll start it at 100% and then we'll go from there. Oh, it's so choppy. It's so choppy. Okay, that came out really clean. It came out really, really clean. Okay, 90% is an underswing. And what do we have? 96, yeah. I should have looked at what the percentage was. Alright, well, that first one's like 93%. Took us too long to figure it out. This honestly should be something similar, so... Yeah, those forgiveness zones are pretty dang large. Of course. Of course. Oh, come on, man. I just need a little bit of legs. Just need a little bit of legs on these. Hey, what's going on, Recon Raptor? Not welcome back. Hello, hello. Okay, so I have a question for you that those that game maybe a little bit more than just golf. I keep seeing it online, and now even my manager today was telling me about it. That Clair Obscure game. It's that good, huh? Is that something that we would like? What is that swing? I think I'm getting thrown off by the sideways lie. All right, we're gonna have to try this again. This is unacceptable. We didn't get a single thing. Pretty good RPG game. I guess not. You would know pretty well because you've been around for a long time. As someone who has historically not maybe had as much of the connection with JRPGs and stuff, how does it compare to like those more classic RPGs? 96%? Gosh darn it. Okay. We gotta get something going here. I think my main problem is I would probably enjoy RPGs. I would probably enjoy RPGs a pretty good amount. I think the hard part for me is balancing that then with streaming them. Okay, why is that such a tight window? Is it because of those? Is it because of the open and push that we're losing that much distance? It's so tight. It's so tight. Maybe I should try and go for more of our normal swing as opposed to... Maybe I should go for more of our normal swing as opposed to the more straight up and down. But then again, I haven't hit a perfect yet because I haven't taken a normal shot. It's kind of really weird to dial in your swing on splash shots. Kara! What's going on, Kara? How was the stream? Welcome on in, everybody from Kara's. Hello, hello. We are just getting started here. Playing some, doing some tailor-made ad work. You know, we're doing an online ad in the career mode. Still working on grinding our career mode stuff out. As I don't have gold clubs yet. Okay, I don't have gold clubs yet. Also, Kara, I haven't talked to you. Congrats on the dub. Congrats. Yeah, I did pretty well too. Not anywhere near as well, but you know, I'll take 6th place. I was only like 15 strokes back or something. I will take solace in the fact that we tied on round 4. We tied on round 4, so that's got to count for something, right? Hey, welcome back, John. Paintball God, how we doing? How's the game? The game is very good, in my opinion. There's you know, there's some bugs and there's some little, you know, little things, but I very much so enjoy it. What was that? It's so weird. Try it. Okay, let's just put it to as vertical as we can. As vertical as we can is going to help. Gosh darn it. I'm not 2 out of 3. No, I know we can do all 3. Not have chat shown on the screen. Oh, I turned it off to record. I turned it off to record on Thursday because we had power issues. And so I didn't want somebody to come in and type something trying to test the chat. Good call. Good call. Yeah, this is like reminding me that the swing pathing for bunker shots is like really vertical and it's throwing me off. Yeah, so Friday, I don't exactly know what was going on with it. We haven't had it in months, but my power, it's just in the stream room and my son's room, which is next door, but they're on the same. There we go. There we go. Now we're off. They're on the same, what's it called? Circuit. And so, for whatever reason, I don't know if it's something like heat related and something's causing, you know, if it's too warm and with all of my streaming stuff going, that it's causing the circuit to break. But it hadn't happened since like sometime around the launch of this game. And it happened twice, so we just called it a stream on Thursday. And then I played rounds 3 and 4 offline. Which worked. It's definitely not how I prefer it. Streaming off or playing rounds offline is weird. Waiting for the round, then saw the Discord message. Had the breaker decide to crap out. Same kind of power. Yeah, so like, what I don't know, Kara, I thought it was this outlet. And so I had this particular outlet replaced. And then it worked for a little bit. And I was like, okay, cool, we're good. And then it happened again. So then I took another power strip and I fed the 2 power strips that I had plugged in there. And I put it over to the other wall. Now the thing that's really messing with me is I would think if it's something surging from my computer or the PS5, like literally all of my stream stuff, everything's into the surge protectors, which I would think would trip the surge protector before it tripped the entire breaker. Now the only thing plugged into his room is a lamp that's off, and it had a like his like the baby monitor. But other than that, like, everything is pretty tame. So like the thing that's confusing me the most, the thing that's confusing me the most is like I have, like, let me bring up my PC build because I don't have like a crazy, I don't have like a crazy build, so it's not like the amount that I'm drawing from my build is not that high. I have a 650 watt power supply, and it only seems to happen when the room gets really hot. So like it was warm, like it happened back in the winter with the heat running, and so the room would get really hot because like this puts off a bunch of heat. I've got two studio lights, or not studio light, I got two softbox lights, so like photography lights. Yeah, stuff's putting out a bunch of heat. I've got my PS5, I've got my, there we go. I've got my 650 watt. Are you kidding me? I didn't land with him. This is annoying me. All right, I'll take 2 of 3 if we do it next time. I'm also just, we're like half warming up, and also I'm talking to you guys, so it's fine. But like I don't know. I don't have anything. I don't have anything crazy running. At the back, really? That should be really good. Seriously? I understand nothing. 97%? In what world? New UPS because you thought the battery was dying? Because it was beeping a lot? New UPS did it once. Yeah, so like, I don't know, Car, have you noticed anything like heat related? Because like for me, it's when the room gets hot. So like when I was in the winter with the heat, the room would get really hot, and then like once I stopped, like once it was kind of cool enough that I could open the window, I don't know, that's like what I'm trying to, I can run the fan, I can open the window, and things are good. It's been that like when it gets too hot outside, that's like contributing to, I don't know, it's the weirdest thing. It doesn't make sense to me, but that's like the only thing I can come up with at this point. Why is this like so much harder for me than it should be? Whatever, I'm just gonna accept 2 of 3. It's not worth it. I need to play around. Me just hitting splash shots all day is gonna just throw my swing off entirely. How about a theoretically normal time? The weird thing for me too is I had the issue a couple times, right? At night, and then for launch, for the early access launch and the regular launch. Also, Pseudo, I see you sneaking in there, man. Thank you for the 3 stream streak. Sorry, I'm like mid thought here, so but like I had the early access and the full launch, and I did like 2 8-hour streams and didn't have any issues, and those were during the day. So like it doesn't feel like time of day should matter, but like it's only happened at night, which, don't get me wrong, that's when I stream most of the time, but you would think streaming for 8 hours straight would cause an issue. So like I really have no clue. Really have no clue when it comes to this. So I'm just kind of waiting it out. I thought that it was, I don't know. There's part of me that's like, is it like a faulty breaker? But I don't know if it can be like, the logic in me doesn't make sense why the breaker would trip. Because I would think that my power, like these power strips would trip first, or I don't know, the heat, like it's in the basement, so like, is it faulty wiring? Which, like, if it's faulty wiring, like that sucks. I don't know what you do about that, because that sounds like a whole big hassle. So I really don't know. I still want to land it short. Hey, welcome back, Mantis. Hold out from 50-ish yards? It's for a 7? That sounds like if I was ever going to get a hole out IRL, that would absolutely be what it would be for. That's like when you hit some great putt for like double bogey and you're like, that's cool. That's cool, I guess. Let's see, 75%. Oh no. 79%. Uh-oh. 116 greens, man. 116 greens, that is not... Yep, okay. Note taken, 116 greens are gonna be a pain. Hate for it to be that, but since this house was built by guys who are like, we know how to do the electrical ourselves back in the... Yeah, the thing is, Kara, like, my house was built... Like, my house is pretty new. And so, like, if it's faulty wiring, like, that just sucks. Because this house is from end of 21. Like, it's a pretty new build. Yeah, not exactly. Like, it's not consistent. I thought at first, like, it was maybe something to do with, like shared ground or something. Like, something was loose in the ground, so, like, if the heat or the AC kicked on, like, at the time, as the heat kicked on, or, like, we ran laundry at night or something, that maybe it was that. But we've run it... You know, and it's happened without either of those. Like, it's happened at the same time that, like, heat or laundry has happened, but it's also happened without it. And so it's like, okay. I mean, we had an electrician come out and they, like, tightened all of those and, like, checked things out, and, you know, they didn't find anything. So it's really quite a pain. Because it just brings about so much uncertainty. Oh, that's gonna get more to the left, huh? It's perfect distance. Yeah, I gotta play more break on these. Oh, is he UPS so you didn't blow everything up? I have everything into power strips, which I think has saved me. You know, I think if it wasn't in power strips that we would have some problems. There's no way that going for that is a good idea. Safely shut everything. Yeah, like the fact, well, yeah, yours safely shuts everything down. Mine, everything shuts down abruptly, but it won't screw it. So it's like the next best thing. I don't know, for me it's like I would rather fix the issue than get a UPS. But I'm also hoping that it's, I mean, I guess we'll find out eventually here, because the plan is to upgrade and yeah, we want to finish our basement, build an office down there. I'll move all of my stuff out of this bedroom. Yeah, and then yeah, hopefully that's better. Oh no, how's that happen? Alright, well, this is where everybody just cheeses the game, and I can't cheese the game because I don't, even with that much shaping. Okay. 100%. I try my best. I try my best. I don't have the fade. Let's go on pseudo. So yeah, I'm hoping to have by like next year. Why are we getting so open on that swing? Hoping by like next year to have the basement finished, have my own office down there. Hopefully it's just, because if it's faulty wiring, then it's just in this room. If it's not just faulty wiring, then we're gonna have, you know, we're gonna have this issue follow us, which is hopefully not the case. Oh, come on. Hopefully the issue doesn't follow us. So we'll see. We'll see. Fortunately, it's been inconsistent. I'm just hoping it's so inconsistent that it doesn't start rearing its ugly head, you know, a little bit more here. I would really like to be, you know, issue free. Yeah, I'm glad the rounds went well last week, but yeah, ultimately I care more about the stream than having the best TGC rounds. Oh, that just died. I was trying to like land it short. All right, let's see what people do. Do you tie spin this? I guess so. Trying to mess with that tie spinner a little bit more. I mean, I think what people normally would do is just super flop that because gonna put you the closest. Also, don't mind Tom Kim, just 9 under through 10 holes. It's not like I was trying to win or anything, Tom. Should I just start dumbing down the, since we did one season, should we just start dumbing them down so that we can like more or less guaranteed win everything now? I thought that lie was gonna do a lot more. Okay, I mean, there's a chance if we do something here, we can start to reel Tom in, but he's kind of going off. He's kind of going off. I mean, I guess they want us to do 2 rounds. Guess they want us to do 2 rounds anyway. 50-degree wedge into this. I don't think I want to get too spinny with it. Don't think I want to get too spinny with it. So this is playing 122, maybe 121, 122. Gotta take off 10 yards. Like here. The hard part is when I don't have an exact notion of like how far things are. I think that's the hardest part for me. Just trying to guesstimate the partials at like when they're at like a 10-yard increment. Hey, good evening, BC. Welcome back. This is gonna have to be a layup to the slot, right? Over the tree. Tree there, bud. Can we maybe loft? I don't even think I need to loft it, but I do think fall slightly below the feet and then the wind. I went in the tree. Got through it a good amount, but I was hoping that the 9-iron had a little bit more to it. We're gonna have to chip this. I don't have a line to the hole. You can't tie spin on the green? Right. Gotta like chip it up into the rough. Not really sure. Flop that. Was the flop even an option? I don't think I saw the flop as an option there, Pseudo. I'll have to check on the next green. I think it said spinner chip. I could approach. I think if I tried to flop it, there's a very high likelihood of thinning it into oblivion. And not oblivion like the Elder Scrolls. We're not flopping it into a Gate of Oblivion. Has anybody been playing that, by the way? Any Oblivion Remaster enjoyers? Straight to Cyrodiil. Oh man, all the quotes are escaping me. I used to remember a few of them. Also probably mixing some of them up with Skyrim quotes. Short. Oh man. Carver. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. 95, 85. 7-iron land like pin high. Give it a little fade. Give it a little bit of shape. Start over the water. Cut it back. Oh, I underhit it. Dang. Well, that's less than ideal when you hit it 2% under. And you're trying to add some shape to it. 85%. Even with the push, oh no, we were close. So we were just under. I was like, man, even with the push, but those kind of balance each other out at least a little bit. I mean, our swing is on point. Gotta be putting these shots closer. Ball's a little bit above the feet, but the wind is more, right? So even though it's uphill, should start to turn over. I think it's stuff like this that is like really getting me in trouble. 9-iron, I should be significantly. Oh boy, okay. I should be significantly closer than that. Also, Tom Kim, he's 2 over down the stretch here, so we have a chance. We have a chance. Had Oblivion stream pulled up last night. They were doing some quests that required you to gather fish scales. West Waypoint led to an empty lake. The fish were bug and stuck by the shores. Ah man, I wish I had a deeper tie to Oblivion, because it would be super fun to have something like that, and then, you know, getting to relive all of those things. But yeah, there's definitely a joy to just hearing all the stories that people are having, because they basically ported all of the bugs over and just like gave it a new coat of paint. Man, this stuff is so moderate and slow that I'm taking stuff off that I really do not need to. Ooh, good putt. Good putt, good putt, good putt. Hey, we surpassed Tom, alright. To the home stretch. Into the home stretch. Alright, these balance out a little bit. You kind of have to give it a little bit extra on these wedge shots. A little open, don't go in the water. When I say you have to go a little bit longer on these wedge shots, I guess not that much. Yeah, it's not that much longer, huh? Can't see. Missed it low. Underswung. One line that called them ugly, later on in the stream they saw the same NPC walking away with guards. Did he become a guard, or was he getting arrested for harassing citizens? The underswing admittedly is not great, but the loft being enough to get us through, that helps immensely. $162, 4 yards away. It's soft enough. I'll give it. It's all a little downslope. Ball's gonna want to shoot out and turn. The wind's gonna turn it more down the hill. Ah. It really stings to like hit a shot to the perfect distance and just be 4 yards offline. That to me is quite frustrating. Good putt though. Good putt, but just like have to be a little bit better on that. Gotta learn how those ball flights behave. I don't want to be that close, I don't think. I think I'll just lay it back to an iron so I have a little bit more club to work with. Because that's 6 yards. Definitely looks like more than 6 yard pass. We'll call it. We'll say that we're going to lose 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. Closer to like 7 yards off. The wind's definitely playing a little bit. We'll shave this down just a touch. Okay. We'll work on that. With regard to the NPC, but the timing along with the previous interaction was pretty hilarious. Well, and I guess because it's basically the same game that like mods and stuff are working out of the box, which has to be pretty nice if there are good mods and stuff that you're able to just bring that right into the new stuff. I don't know, it sounds like people are really enjoying it from what I can gather. Downhill lie, but uphill, a little bit of wind. I think you give it a little bit more here. It's gonna want to flare out to the right with the wind back left. That's a better read. That's what we need to be doing. Especially like if we want to have success on True Sim tonight, that's what we've got to do. Alright, but again, it kind of always boils down to if the courses and if the course and conditions are not crazy, 10 to 12 is kind of where we sit on a bad round. Our good rounds are up into the like 15 pluses. I just need to I need to get locked in. Need to get locked in on some of these and just really be putting the ball closer. I mean, everything is always good practice, but I can't have it where I'm shots where there's only a little bit of elevation and a little bit of wind and sometimes put it pin high and 4 or 5 yards off left to right, or on the one we sailed it 7 yards past. I just can't afford that level of imprecision. Which I know sounds a bit harsh, but that's just kind of the nature of it. Hey, what's going on, Vols? Practice more driving the ball or putting it? I don't really practice putting. Putting I kind of practice in terms of just paying attention to how things go out on the course. In previous games, people have made putting practice places, and I have utilized those before. But yeah, I've been mostly just trying to focus with my putting on understanding which part of the breaks that I'm misreading, right? Like, so you kind of paint that picture in your head of what you think the putt's gonna do, and always be trying to map that against what actually happens. All right, we're just gonna hop right into the next one. Mr. Mojo, welcome back. All right, back-to-back weeks of TaylorMade stuff. I will take it. We've gotten gold before on this one. But yeah, I don't really practice driving the ball. I guess the thing that I like, maybe not practice, but the thing that I'll take the time with outside of just playing rounds is all more or less try and work out like how wind plays. Something like that. Like I have a practice area that I will mess with that sort of thing. Okay, let's just try like a stock 4. This is probably long. Just trying to gauge. No, stock 4 is not long. Too far. But also like paying attention to stuff like this. Right? Like this is giving me 9 shots of the same thing over and over again. And so trying to visualize, you know, how the ball flies if I have a shot, you know, this much above my feet. Try and get that wind is turned. I don't know, at this point it's more about understanding my distances and ball flights more than the inputs. I missed that? I mean, I guess I just have to be on the green, right? For that last one. So this one's pretty easy. Hey Fodley, does each driver sound differently? I believe so. I believe so. Some might use the same, some might have the same sound on them. I'm not 100% sure because I haven't tried that many, but I know people have talked about liking the sound of certain drivers over others, so I know there are definitely different sounds across some of them, but I don't know if they have like the specific one to each, or if maybe they've recorded it more of like a by brand. I don't know how detailed they've gone. Hey, Nabi, thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so let's dive into the Bluff Championship. Greens are soft and medium fast. Whoops, not mean to back out of that. Okay, so the plan here. Oh, actually, hold on. Because what do we... It said about shooting under par, but I think they're on official courses. We might actually, because the ranked tours stuff is on that, so I might not need to actually like force my way through another career mode round today. That's right. Okay. You're still using the same driver the game started you out with. So I am using the Mizuno. I've used 2 of them, or no, I've used 3. I used the 2K one, and then I had switched, I think, to one briefly that was maybe like a TaylorMade one or something. I've switched to the Mizuno because the Mizuno at the end of the Clubhouse Pass is the Legendary Edition, so that'll mean that when the new season comes and they give us some boosts and stuff, that we won't have to we won't have to get rid of our fittings when we upgrade. Let me see here. So I wanted to look at something, but now I'm blanking on it. I don't think I've completed every one of those, Busey. In the EA Masters game, they all sound the same. Yeah, I know on 2K23 there were different sounds, and I think there are some different. I just don't know if it's like every single one has a different sound in this game, or if it's, you know, like groups of them. So yeah, we're not gonna get all the dailies done. I guess we do have some. We're not gonna get all of the 2K top stuff done. That's fine. So yeah, that'll be 2K tours. I'm like blanking. There was something that I wanted to look at, but now I'm not remembering. We should take a look at the store though, because this stuff's gonna expire soon, right? Okay, so they've got some Jordan bundles. This is like the standard. There's part of me that says we should. We got a hot dog, the HO7DO5 hot dog. Hot dog, hot diggity dog. Yeah, I don't think I want to buy any. I mean, there's part of me that thinks like maybe stockpiling some of the level up tokens could be good, because when we get to season 2, then I can just power through everything, because we need iron, well, putter, irons, wedges, hybrid wood. So I need 6 Evo tools. We're more than good there. But I think it'll require like 24 of these. I should just buy these every week. The Evo tool is less of the issue, but I feel like I want to stockpile these. The ones that I have played got 3 checks on all of them. I don't think I've gotten 3 checks on all of them. I think I've gotten 3 checks on a decent amount of the ones that I've done. There are definitely some that I only have 1 or 2, but I haven't grinded it out too much. Yeah, I think that's got to be worthwhile in the VC, because I'm just trying to stay ahead of the curve. Because season 2 is coming kind of soonish, right? We're only a few weeks out. Does it say it in the Clubhouse Pass how long we have? No, it does not. Hey, what's going on, Wade? You're balding too? Nice, man. Feel you there. Well, let's take a look at the ranked tours, because that, I think, has the season timer on it. Alright, we're up to 880. Unfortunately, I guess we did too well in these and didn't get any merits. Feels bad, man. Can I hit a hole in one next game, Santino? I'll try. I'm always trying to hit hole in ones. We'll see what we can do. Right, so let's see here. We got 25 VC coming on the next event. We might get the cactus ball by the end. You have to enter so many freaking events to get these. Just way too much. It's just way too much. Some online tournament tonight? There are online tournaments every week that we play in Tanker. So the TGC tours that we compete in, third-party website, runs weekly tournaments. We compete in 2 different leagues on it. There's the main tour, which we're playing those rounds Wednesdays and Thursdays. That one has a cut. What we're playing Mondays and Tuesdays is a different tournament that's called True Sim. Basically, we take the grids away, and like you can't zoom out to the green, so it makes it a little bit more simulation-like. Hence why we call it True Sim. And they play on like real course recreations as opposed to, yeah, some of the fake courses created for the game. But yeah, so we play in those, and then every night we play in these in-game like daily tournaments that are actually like a part of the game. So we'll play in this daily one here. Does the glove make a difference? No. So it's like live. Well, we play 72 holes, and I don't get paid unless I do well, and even then I don't get paid. So I don't know. Some streamers seem to get money when they do well. I don't know what I did wrong. Main channel Twitch, yeah, Wade. We've been streaming on Twitch since 2016, so coming up on 9 years here in 2 months. Started streaming on YouTube last year, so yeah, Twitch is definitely home, but we're streaming on both platforms. Yeah, what's going on, Rob? How we doing, dude? All right, so we are going to play the daily ranked master for the ranked tours. If anybody is interested in that, I'm going to put the room codes in the chats. That is an O, not a 0. And yeah, speaking of Twitch, we gotta appease our Twitch overlords and run some ads here to prevent pre-rolls. So thank you all for watching. We'll be back in like 3 minutes. If you're new and enjoying the stream, drop a follow, drop a sub, and if you're already subbed, you can drop a like on the YouTube video. Helps me out immensely. But yeah, appreciate y'all being here, and we'll be back in 3 minutes. Last way I said it would be me playing. Yeah, I've went into retirement, Tanker. Retired people play golf.
It's raining.
Ads. Get in there, Pat. All right, I'll leave it open for like another minute or so. If anybody wants in, the room code is on the screen and in the chats. Daily Master. Anybody is welcome. Back to back 2-time. Oh, it's you, Wade. What's going on? I take it Big Doc fan with that sort of username. Trying to get better than 4 under per round, failing miserably. What's causing you the most trouble, Rob? I'm assuming inputs and then just that dispersion and having to constantly try and escape. You just couldn't play Souls games forever like Squilla? When you switched, nobody wanted to watch, so it felt like it had. I mean, I feel you, Tanker. Like, I know if I stuck with Souls, I don't know, but I think if I stuck with Souls, and like more than stuck with Souls, but if I stuck with the like no-hit challenge stuff, like dove into all of that. Oh, Pat's coming from a stream. Thank you for the raid, Pat. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, man. Hope the stream went well. Figured you'd join in. Hey, anybody's welcome. All right, let's take a look, and then we'll get going. Doesn't look like anybody else is going to be hopping in. First true sim? Well, sounds like we're on the same schedule, because that's what we're going to play after this. That's 18, very nice. Very nice. But yeah, like I think if I stuck with Souls, I think I could have like stayed in the no hit and maybe got to like partner and stuff. But yeah, I definitely burned myself out a bit with it. I should have mixed in variety earlier, and then like I went down a whole rabbit hole. I mean, if it wasn't for the like few people that would hang around all the time, I probably would have stopped streaming a long time ago. Do I only play golf? For the most part, Wade. For the most part. We have played other stuff. Right now the channel is pretty much only golf. We will definitely switch it up and do more than just golf as time goes on. I gotta stop trying to stretch those. I keep leaving myself short. I have to stretch those more than I think. It's 145s. There we go, good putt. I do play golf in real life, but I am not good. I've also only played for a few years. Hothead golf, what's going on? Teeing off in 4 hours? What score do you think you'll shoot? What's your handicap? What's your handicap and how tough is the course? I need a little bit of context here. Okay, Pat. Okay, buddy. Pat just saying, "Yeah, man, I'll come play with you. I'm gonna hit a hole in one." That is the most incredible hole ever, Pat. Holy crap. The single best hole I've ever been a part of in this entire franchise. What's going on, ears? Holy cow. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. Also, the fact that... Who said it? Somebody... Santino said he wanted a hole-in-one on the next game. First par 3. Hole-in-one. Holy heck, dude. That's some of the craziest stuff I have ever been a part of. Yeah, what's going on, Ben? Well, it was funny too, because like I saw your line and I was like, when mine landed, I was like, I did not put it on the same line that Pat did, and it took the bounce towards the hole, and I was like, okay, I'm playing this a little bit more of a draw, he's playing this a little bit more of a fade. That was just like, hot dang. No matter how entertaining you try and be, if you're a Souls runner and you build a following from it, you can't move without losing a lot of your viewers. Yeah, or like, you can, but you have to be super, super particular about your game choices. You know? Like, I think that's the rabbit hole you end up going down, is like trying to stick close enough genre. Yeah, Busey, we both did. That's the wild part about what just happened. Oh no, really? Yeah, Pat hit it and I was like, wow, man. Just raiding and then hitting the ace like that, and then I hit it. Oh, what a chip. What a chip. That might be the best clip you've seen. That'll have to get hit on the featured. That'll have to get hit on the channel featured. Cause that is just absolutely incredible. One hit left. The thing is trying to sit this as a hybrid. I guess I have to land that short, and I just never know when I'm trying to bounce these off. For PGA, Hemo played a lot of Souls. Yeah, and like he played Elden Ring and stuff when it came out, as did I, but like... Yeah, Hemo and I come from... Well, I mean, he came more from like NHL and stuff, but you know, I met him through Souls, like, because he was an avid viewer of Souls content. Oh, come on. He was an avid viewer of Souls content and like did Souls challenge runs and stuff, and like that was my origin on Twitch, was like I played through the Souls games for the first time and then I challenge ran them. But I've had like on and off spurts of playing. You know, I've done Souls, and then I've done Variety, and then I've done Souls, and then I've completely gone down other rabbit holes. Like we speedran Hollow Knight. You know, I've kind of bounced through different stuff over the years, and like some things have definitely worked better than others. You know, I've certainly found different niches that I've fit into. The golf community is definitely the first community since I've played, like in the Souls community, is like the first community that I've really gotten into. I mean, there's some of the Pokemon speedrunning and some of the Hollow Knight speedrunning, like there were definitely some acquaintances that I made and other streamers and stuff. But the golf community is a lot closer knit. Even though it's not like the closest knit. Like there are definitely still some, I mean, it's gotten a little bit closer I think there are still some, I'm not gonna call it fragments, but yeah, there are definitely some segments to the community, right? Like not everybody is. Not everybody's ever gonna get along and watch everybody, but it's definitely a close enough community overall. Yeah, what's going on, Boost? Yeah, that clip is nuts. All right, 102 power drive. Let's see how far we outdrive Pat. I don't even see Pat's ball. That's how far past we are. There's Pat back there. Can't we all just get along, Vandy? No. No, that would be too nice. Yeah, see, that's... Try and land this, like, just in the rough. Soften the bounce. Of course. Of course. Sure, yeah. We'll just go with that. Land it right on, and then an inch later. Oh, come on, man. An inch later, and that thing bounces and rolls long. But right there, it doesn't get to the green. What's going on, Slotmaster? How's hole-in-one golf from 1991 is better? I cannot confirm or deny. I was not alive for that one. Oh no, I left one open. It's gonna be okay. Who knew hitting a little ball in a hole can be so... It's the great shots that keep you coming back, Bulls. Yeah, I mean, like, I know with real golf and stuff, you know, golf is largely a battle against yourself and is largely lots of pain. But it's those little times here and there where you do something great and you're like, man, I really want to experience that again. It just keeps you coming back. Just keeps you coming back. That one good shot. That one good shot. Why Souls of Golf works so well? There's definitely a certain piece of my brain that just seeks out, you know, difficult things that are hard to achieve. I'm not certain why. I don't know where it stems from, but yeah, the masochism is definitely real. What's going on, Xander? Does this game have the Masters? Not officially, no. They have an Augusta-like course, so it has very similar vibes to Augusta. It's very good. As their like Legends Championship, they call it. There are real course recreations of Augusta, but they get removed from the search fairly quickly if they get found out about, because they don't have the licensing for it, so they have to, or else they're gonna be receiving some lawsuits from Augusta National, and yeah, ain't nobody want that. Ain't nobody trying to get sued by Augusta National. It doesn't sound like a fun time. Battle against yourself, hate that guy. He's the worst. He's the absolute worst. Pat and I just having a pretty casual round here. Very casual round. Also, I see that, I just saw the Discord notification that our clip's getting shared around in the TGC Discord. Somebody tag me. It's 50-degree wedge. How much is it gonna... How much is it gonna fly? Surprising amount left. Okay. Could have played that a little bit shorter. I don't know, I feel like I've been playing those. I feel like I've been playing those wrong. Normally on the short side, so I'm okay to go long there. John Daly's grandpa? No, Reggie, this just is what 69 in every stat, you know, happens to look like. No particular vibe being gone for. Hey, thank you, Pat. Yeah, coming out solo 5th in True Sim. And then solo 6th in Plat. I'm quite pleased with it. Quite pleased with it. A big kick. It's gonna be short, isn't it? I need more clips for shorts. I need more clips for shorts. You have a very hard time gauging the wind in this game compared to the last. Really screws you up. Yeah, the meter changing, Rob, definitely is a little bit tough. What do we have to the front edge here? That's 145. 143. Call 147. Let me give it a little bit more. Oh, I left it open. That's not great. I pushed it. I always suck with getting the perfect up and down swing played. Stop copying you, Pat. I know. I should have taken the shot before I saw what happened with yours. Probably influenced me into a par right there. How dare you? How dare you? But yeah, I would say, Rob, at least for like the raw power of it, like this is close to 5. At the tip of the, at the bottom tip of this, like when it's pointed down like this, is 15. So you can kind of break it into thirds, 5, 10, 15, and then, you know, kind of work your way in between. You bought your dad Costco irons? How have they been? How have they been? I've heard mixed things. I've heard some say that it's quite good and some say that it's not actually as good as they look. That's too short. I'm gonna have to partial this uphill. It's gonna want to go out and turn. I mean, that's the perfect strike, so how good was my aim? Go left. Keep going left and sit. I say my aim was pretty good. There you go, Pat. I stopped copying you. You haven't bought anything but Kirkland balls probably for a year now. I heard that the newer Kirkland balls, I guess they changed something about it and they're not as good. I haven't bought balls in a really long time though. I pretty much play with whatever I find in the woods, to be honest. I only keep the good ones though. Okay, Pro V1s, I keep the Callaways. Yeah, the Chrome Softs and stuff. I think there's probably some other ones. If I find a Bridgestone, I'll keep that too. You know, I only keep the good wood balls. But I definitely utilize what I find. Still more than fine, shorter than good balls, but spin pretty good. And you say our level. What level are you? Because I'm just breaking 100. That's my level. Eight iron down. I'm gonna have to do the hole back here. I left the face open again. Dang, because that's gonna leave me short. I missed that low. Womp womp. Well, the par threes, we had a hole in one, we've had a birdie, and we've had two pars. 90s if you're drinking, low 80s if you're not. I just haven't played enough. That's kind of where I leave things. Eventually, I will play enough golf to get better. I'm hoping this year, but I still haven't gotten out to like actually play yet, so we'll see. But the swing is feeling better, and we're getting a little bit more distance. I just got to crack the code for that last little bit, and then I'll be largely satisfied. I'm gonna hit a slight overpower. It's because I think I need it. Okay, I'm gonna regret that. Didn't need it. Sit. Sit. Gosh darn it. Thought that wind was gonna play a little bit more with the lie and everything. Gosh darn it. $74. You gotta turn more than that. Alright, well, we'll take it. We'll take it. What's going on, Evan? Tilt the controller to match the angle of the swing. What kind of method do I use to push the stick up? So, I don't angle it to match it, per se. I definitely do hold the controller at an angle. Basically, if you sit, like the best way to describe it, if you sit square like in a chair or something, and hold it like in a natural wrist position, so don't bend your wrist to like hold the controller perpendicular, right? Don't don't bend it that way. Like, I don't have my hand rested like this. I have my hand where my thumb is perpendicular. So for me, this is like a cockeyed thing. So put your thumb perpendicular and then put your wrist in like a natural position, right? Think about golf, right? Like you're not cocked, you're not whatever, like it's just in a natural position. That's how I hold it. So it is on an angle, and then I from there have my feeling of like left to right. But I'm not like holding it in the same angle necessarily. I just have found my swing relative to that. You need the power drive, Pat? Yeah, GG's, Pat. Thanks for playing, man. What power do you have? Because I have 99 power on my driver. So 99 power plus the power drive. I'm hitting 316 if I can square that thing up. Who's the best players in the competition? Right now it seems like Xbox has most of the top players. It's tough though, because at least like in TGC, I think PlayStation has about half. You have 99 power, you just took the power drive up. Yeah, I trust my swing enough to crack out the power drive if it's open enough. If I don't feel like I'm gonna bring in danger, I'm okay with it. But yeah, so like PlayStation, I think on at least on TGC, which is like the sample size that I have, about half the player base plays on PC, or I mean on PlayStation, and then the other quarter is Xbox and PC. But I think the best players, like the top players, have been on Xbox recently, but there's a good spread. I don't think as many are on PC these days. I know Scud's playing on PC with a controller, but for the most part. What's going on, Henrique? If you don't use the stick to play, use the button setting, is that cheating? You're saying 3-click, Henrique? No, it's not cheating. That being said, a lot of societies and like the online stuff for 2K, like the ranked tours and matchmaking and stuff, don't allow 3-click. So it's not cheating. In the last game, it was way easier. I think this game, it's a little bit harder. But it's just actually not even allowed in. Scud, yeah, Billy's on there. Yeah, that 3-putt. But Jack, I'm not familiar with that. I mean, I've seen their name on the leaderboard here recently, but I don't know them like prior to this year, I don't think. Hey, what's going on, Kason? Welcome back. Didn't feel confident? Take less screen reader skills and get at least a couple, but you'll evaluate. I run 2. I run like 2 upgrades to the green reader skill. Okay, let's get going with True Sim here. Western Australian Golf Club recreated by Sam Groper, which I believe is a local course to him. Thank you for the YouTube sub, Henrique. Thank you. Appreciate it. So yeah, we're playing Western Australian Golf Club. True Sim, for those unfamiliar, we play without green grids, lie grids, scout cam. It is all sorts of realistic, way harder, but we play on real courses, so, or as much as possible. So this is a real course recreation of an actual golf course called the Western Australian Golf Club in what I would presume to be Western Australia. I think it's near Perth. Well, let's see what conditions we're up against here. We're going to play rounds 1 and 2. High winds. We're playing off the back tees. High winds out of the southwest. I believe it said firm, normal, and fast. So things are playing quick. Fairways, greens, 2-putt or better is always the strategy out here. The goal is to try and just stick the ball as close as humanly possible to the hole, because that's going to be your best chance for scoring out here. So we'll see what we can do. The swing has felt pretty good thus far. So now it's just about making some good decisions here. This course opens on a par 3. What kind of sadistic... We got 217 to the front. Downhill, downwind. I mean, that's playing 210. That's probably playing 217. I'm definitely not rolling out 23 yards, though. 209. 216. It's a lower ball flight, but it probably drops in about the mid-220s. 16 yards. I mean, this might be short. Looks a little up the hill. Lena's Pauling. Thank you very much for the follow. So yeah, we're just going to try and throw this thing down there, and hopefully the choked 4-iron will run out. I mean, it's a beautiful swing to start. It's just really a matter of distance here. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. If I go a full club up, I'm long. This is going to give us an uphill putt. Looks kind of flat. Yeah, leaning right to left. Yeah, you can see that that ball's more above the feet there. We've got a slight gradient the whole way. Now it's just about imagine how the ball is going to come off of the face of this. I feel like there's more at the start. Gets about there. Okay. I bought into the one camera view a little bit more. Ended up being just a touch. So we're gonna unfortunately take par on the first. That's always kind of the tough thing, right? Is in this game compared to real life, like you can feel things below your feet and have a much better understanding of what's going on. 260. See, I feel like if you take the full club, we're gonna get out too far here. So I think what we're gonna end up with, we'll just tee off with the 3-wood, and that should at least hopefully leave us in territory where we can take a full wedge. Because we kind of have to be picky and choosy about how close we get ourselves to these greens on True Sim, because the partial shots are not as much at your disposal. Ball below the feet, and then like that wind is pushing it out to the side. So like I want to be here, but I'm a few yards short. I'm gonna give it just a little bit extra. Good strike. Okay, I mean that peeled off more to the right, so we got a little bit more wind on it. This one feels honestly a little bit more right to left than the first one did. The first one I think I overread it. This one I feel like is actually reading a little bit more realistic. Oh man, are we really just gonna be just high on all of these? Okay, we'll see. Maybe I have to tone my reads down a little bit. Might have to tone my reads down a little bit. Okay. Out to a dog leg. 215 into the 220s. Overpower. Overpower the 4. Oh, I left the face open. Don't get in the sand. Don't get in the sand. Stay down, stay down, stay down. That's going straight in it, isn't it? Okay, at least we have footing. At least we have footing, but honestly, just not the start that we want to have. 126 yards. You get a little bit of tailwind. The problem is, out of the sand, I don't know quite what we're getting. I'm going to put a little bit of loft and backspin up. No, actually, you know what? We're going to take a full... It's only 4 yards, so I'm going to choke it. We could very well get... Wow, that came out more crooked. I say we could very well get a low roll. And we're gonna get a bunker, or not a bunker, a fairway hit. That's just really bad luck. That's just really bad luck. $14 yards. You got like a 40-footer here. A little over 40 feet. Looks like it's uphill into a downhill. So we gotta maybe be a little bit precautious. Feels left to right from what I can tell. Let me see if I can bring this back and read anything. And there's a little bit left to right over the middle. I'm okay with being a little bit short here. It's honestly, you're hitting it with a good amount of pace. I mean, what, 75%? So you're getting out to like here and giving it a thwack, which means kind of up the hill, turning a little bit, and then it holds. We're just gonna leave the aim here, why not? No! Mate. Mate. I mean, if we're gonna play an Australian course, we're gonna have to yell mate at it. I think that's only fair. It wasn't high, it wasn't low. No, it was right on line. I was honestly a little bit concerned about like how far it was gonna run out the back if I gave it enough, and so I took just a fraction off of it, and obviously regret it. Obviously regret it immensely. I'm gonna give just a touch through this because I think we need it. Ball's slightly above the feet. It's curling that way. The wind is also that way. Oh, we gotta stick something close. That's not sticking close. Perfect distance. Oh, not really. Gosh darn. Another right to lefter. I just haven't had the reads on these yet. And I know one of these times I'm gonna end up reading it low. Gonna end up reading this freaking putt low. I'm going here, 60%. No, come the heck on, man. We can't be playing this game. We can't be playing this game where it's just we go into everything just barely missing. Oh, what's going on, Mare? What's going on, dude? How are we? 141. I mean, this is carrying right at the freaking flag. I've got 143 to the front. 10-9. That's like pin high. Running some risk here, but I need to try and spin it. $95. Why did it? Oh, the freaking defaults, man. It tried to freaking partial it and I didn't look. I'm upset. You gotta pay attention to that. The aim marker. Aim marker, man. Defaulted. It defaulted. Falls above the feet. It's gonna come out left. That came out so short. I'm gonna end up bogeying this. We're gonna be 1 over through 5. Hot dang. Just can't get anything to go. Just cannot get anything to go. I mean, it's below the feet. I mean, you get that small drift. Okay, not a bogey. We finally get one to drop. Hot dang. Oh boy. Oh boy. After a 2-week trip to Zimbabwe, how was it, dude? I know you had mentioned that a while ago. I hope it was awesome. I hope it was awesome. 101 perfects on the power drive. We get out 315. Nice. Okay, we are gonna put ourselves in a chance to get added into. Love that. Love that, love that, love that. Slightly above the feet. I'm gonna let the wind do the work here. Or not. Come on, wind. Letting me down so much. Are you serious? Are you serious? We're that far away? I know. I don't know what I'm doing anymore, apparently. Hey, what's going on, Nuka Goal Hunter? Welcome back. Now we've got a lot uphill. A lot uphill and a lot of right to left. A lot of right to left. Okay, 86%, hot dang. That's still gonna be low. It is. Sheesh. Sheesh. Why are we playing True Sim? Why are we playing True Sim again? Jurassic Park, also elephants and giraffes look like dinosaurs? Now that's definitely a trip to remember, dude. That is definitely a trip to remember. Hope you guys had a blast. It's probably too far, I think. I think if I overpower the 3-wood, that'll get us down to a good distance. I think the driver is going to take us too close, but I think this will leave us outside 100. We love True Sim. Vandy, this is, yeah, you get two different experiences on True Sim, right? You get the one where everything goes in and you're just cruising. You get the ones like this where, for whatever reason, you just can't quite seem to get it to drop, and you're just kind of always looking for answers. Okay, so this is playing like 119. So he's playing like 116 now that this is turning, which means that I could play this, right? 113, 17, bounce. Also, just doesn't help. Like I'm putting it to like 9 feet a lot, and you know when you're trying to make this putt over and over again, it's tough. This is pain. This is pain. Waiting for the one great stretch of holes. Dude, it's gonna drive me up a wall if we're just gonna miss putts from short range over and over and over again from this distance. Like, Oh boy. And like I think the toughest part of it is the mental side then of staying present with it, right? Staying present with it, trying to keep your head in the game, to be positive, because you got to keep making good shots, kind of waiting for that opportunity in that moment where you do hit the right one. Like that. That's my first albatross of the game. We have an ace and an albie tonight. Okay. Well, that puts us on the board. We score when we don't need to make putts. That's how we do it around here. I love how I feel like my holeouts and stuff are always somehow prefaced with some sort of conversational piece. What's going on, Scud? Jeff, what's up? Monk, welcome back. Just as I hit that, Stevie? Well, we hit a hole-in-one earlier. In fact, Pat and I were playing the Ranked Tour Daily Master together. Pat hit a hole-in-one, and then I hit a hole-in-one right after him on the same hole. So, yeah. Got that going for us. 219. I'm doing well, Caden. How about yourself? 219. This is probably playing like... I think this 4-iron is going to carry us about 206. Which unfortunately means that... No, hold on. 211. Still going to be long. What's the choke going to do? 205. Going to cut through the wind a little bit more. 205, 193, 6 yards short. .101 might be useful because this is probably up a hill, right? So yeah, I wanted to get 102, 103, but I didn't quite commit to it. Unreal upgrade from 23. Yeah, I mean, I think there are still some things to improve upon. Like, they need to fix some stuttering issues and some different things like that. But I've been enjoying this personally. I know it's got some varying opinions, but I have very much so been enjoying. There we go. There we go. Okay, just like that, we're 4 under through the front. Just like that, we're 4 under through the front. Hey, thank you, Caden. Yeah, that's our first albatross of the game, and fittingly enough for me, it came on True Sim. So pretty sweet. Yeah, we're gonna hit the 3-wood here, get it into the fairway hopefully, because we've got headwind. Got headwind on this. 126, 118 headwind, 136, 128, 126 maybe, and then another 10. Let's... I try and like loft this choked pitching wedge up a little bit. Maybe it'll get a little spin back. I'm just a little left or a little bit right of the hole. That's fantastic on the distance control, but again, we just keep getting left with these putts. Feels slightly above the feet. Definitely is. trying to figure out how much brake there actually is in it. Feels like it's more at my feet. Scott, how are you going about these? Are you just hitting it even closer than I am? Or like, how are you making those reads on how much those break? Because I've been having issues tonight. 65. I mean, I think you faded a little and you loft. Spin it a little bit. Not again. This freaking... I gotta stop. I gotta check it. Because I, in my head, default to 100% shots, but the game does not default to 100% shots. And I keep doing this freaking song and dance. Oh, that's so frustrating. Keep doing this song and dance where the game is like, yeah, man, you want 96%? You want 96%? That cool with you? Real swing or true swing, whatever it feels like playing real golf. 23 felt cheaper to you. I don't know, like, I like the tempo of 23, but the diagonal swing, I don't know, there's certain things I think that work really well from this, and certain things that are better from 23, but I think, I don't know, I think tempo is a really good concept. I think the fact that there are so many variables that can affect it is troublesome. See the slopes better on this game, but you still check foot and flag a lot of the times. Just try and never miss low, seem to make more. Yeah, I don't know if they're, like, I don't know. I missed a couple, like, just barely high side. I mean, sometimes I guess you're just off on your reads a little bit. Ooh, this is downhill quite a bit. That's 287 carry into the 290. It's probably carries about 300. So I'm gonna just play this like lofted. Maybe like half loft. Think. Oh, it's so uphill. I probably could have played that regular. Okay, definitely left to right. Definitely left to right. Flatter in the beginning, more curved towards the middle. It actually almost looks like it's... No, it's flatter. 2 inches uphill is not crazy, so I don't have to give it that much extra. Flatter through the beginning. Let's see here. Flatter, and then... The problem is I think it's, honestly, the break might be further, but I still think it's going to be left to right. So let's give it something, get it peeling a little bit. It's going more up the hill, or left to right. Hopefully this is like in the right ballpark. 75, 72%. Oh. We'll take that. We'll take a 2-putt there. What's going on, Link? No, I am on a sculptor build. I am on the sculptor personally. I like the little bit of extra distance and the extra shaping. But technician is completely viable. Oops, I don't want the... I want to aim out here. And I want to take a little bit off. We're going to just check down our swing a little. I don't want to be like too close. 107. I mean, that's right at it. That might be it. That choked approach might be it. Pins over there. I feel like I've been off on these. No, oh, it stayed. It's a little short because of that wind in the face. That almost rolled back. Right to left. It's only a little bit. This view is what's throwing me off. The behind the foot view feels like it's steeper. I think it's steep up. I don't think it's that steep right to left. I just think it's like a slow grade. There we go. There we go. Getting different courses on TrueSim, Scott? I think the nice balance that TrueSim has with this game, Scott, is the fact that it's real courses, so like you don't have to get really funky with like the way that the greens play. Right? Like you actually can play it more like real golf, right? That to me is a very nice 316, 328. See, my question is, if I drive this par 4, am I screwing myself? We may as well try it, right? Figure we can get it down somewhere close and have a chance. Playing golf IRL? I do. I picked up golf like 4 years ago now. I haven't played a ton of golf. Got like maybe 30 career rounds or so. I just started breaking 100 consistently, or more consistently. Like a 26 and change handicap. Uphill. I don't know, it's like I want to score, but I also want to have a chance. Yeah, to have a birdie putt. That's not bad. That's not bad. A little bit left to right, it seems. Keep it just inside the cup. Nice. Yeah, so that was a pretty decent chip. I mean, 5 feet's a little bit, but we could see the read on it coming back. Oh, definitely, Jeff. It's a sport that I wish I got into when I was a lot younger. Because I was exposed to it a bit. Like, my grandparents lived on a golf course and stuff out in Arizona, so like I had exposure, but I never did anything with it when I came back. So like I'd maybe get to play around with my grandfather, you know, go to the driving range, maybe putt a little bit like when we went out and visited, but that was the extent of it. I'd come home and, you know, that would have been my golf for the year. So now, you know, having gotten into it, you know, when I was in my mid-20s, and now it's like I wish I had more time to have at least develop the swing so I could get out more. I feel like I'm always at the range because I'm trying to just figure out how to hit the ball better. Oh, I left the face open. That's one of the worst inputs I've had in a minute, and we naturally got it pin high, but that's a shame. That's a shame. Right to left. I'll leave it on that. Leave it on that. Pins there. Dang. Ooh, that's not great. There's a little bit more break to it. Are you serious? Wow. Okay. I thought that was gonna break substantially more. Okay, 170, 161. This 9-iron is gonna be pretty good. I can put a little bit off on it. We're gonna have to stripe it so that we can cover this bunker, but I'm glad it was defaulted at 100% because I'm getting real ticked off at these 95%ers. It's just, yeah, with the tailwind, there's not much you can do. There's not much you can do in this game. Like in the last game, you could do some like club up and full loft, take a ton off of it. In this game, you do not have that luxury. It's right to left. Not like crazy right to left, but it's something. Okay, every once in a while we make a putt. Alright, this is just full send. Straight fairway. You just gotta try and read the wind here. This is looking like we might just be inside 100. No, we're just outside. Okay. 107. 108. Oh, jeez. We're long. Okay, I need to take a few yards off of it, so I'm hoping that we've done that. Flares a little bit to the right. About a 10-yarder choke shot. Should be pretty close. Hoping I read that wind correctly. I'll sit. Oh, I didn't take enough off of it. Hey, basketball bros, how are you doing? Ooh, right to lefter. Okay. No, from here it looks kind of straight, but I don't know if that's just because I'm zoomed out a little bit more. Yeah, ball's slightly above the feet. You're going out with this slightly above the feet. Just trickling that whole way, the whole way. I mean, there's a chance that this is great. There's another chance this misses high. Okay. We were kind of right on the verge of perfect and high, but it drops. It drops. 20 is pretty easy to be turned off from it when you're younger. Lucky enough to play a few courses on these games. Play any courses? No, I have only played like pretty well municipal courses in the places I've lived, or like out of my grandparents in their retirement community. Okay, I think we can cover the bunker. It is uphill, so this might actually be problematic. 296. I mean, that wind straight up is here. No, I think we're fine. If it's not too uphill, I'll try and I'm not gonna hit the power drive because it's too tight. But I think if I hit an overpowered drive, we'll be okay. Perfect. But yeah, no, I haven't played any courses in the game that I've played IRL. Gonna put a little bit of loft into this because I think we're a little bit long. Actually, maybe not. Maybe not. Up the hill. This thing is, it should try and turn over. The wind should try and turn it over as well. And then the uphill should stop it. Okay, I moved it back because we had a hole earlier. We had a hole earlier where I just left it so far out to the right. This time we do a pretty good job. I could have put a little bit of loft onto it like I initially had thought, but there's a chance here. If we can eagle this last one, get in still at double digits despite parring the first 7 holes of the round. That albatross doing some work for us tonight. Oh man. Ball looks flat to slightly below my feet. I'm having a really hard time with these shadows. The pin is telling me right to left. That's kind of telling me left to right though, to be honest. I'm gonna go left edge. What a read. What a read. All right. Well, seven pars to start and we get to double digits. That's a pretty solid 12-hole stretch. That's a pretty solid 12-hole stretch. We'll take it. I mean, we're only like, I think Scud shot 15 in the first round. I mean, if we could have dropped a few of the first holes, we would have been okay. But yeah, first albatross of the game finally coming in this round. And yeah, actually we bogeyed on the back 9 too, so played a pretty solid stretch of golf. Ace and an albatross on stream tonight. What's going on, Kind? How we doing, dude? That's a pretty solid start to True Sim for the week. So we'll see if round 2 holds anything better. I mean, it's going to be hard to do worse in the first 7 holes. Rio as it stands is my TGC rival. He beat me by 1 stroke in Plat and True Sim last week. He's got me by 3 so far, but friendly competition. Friendly competition. All right. We do need to take a quick break here to appease our Twitch overlords. I'm running a little bit over time, so some people coming in are probably getting some pre-roll ads. I apologize. So we're going to take a quick 3-minute break. I appreciate you all. If you're new and you're enjoying, drop a follow on the Twitch and drop a sub on the YouTube to find your way back here if that is something that interests you. And if you're watching over on YouTube, a like on the stream goes a long way. But I appreciate you all. Thank you all for hanging out. We'll be back in 3 minutes. Go grab a snack, stretch your legs, grab a drink. 16 over for the new qualifier. Don't think you're getting a card. It just changed that think to a no. It'll keep you at peace for the next several days. All right, BRB.
It's raining.
Ads. Yo, what's going on, Jim? You're back? I'm back too. Alright, round 2. See if we can get off to a better start. Same tees, we're playing from the tips. Medium winds out of the southwest. We are firm, and default. So we were fast on the last go around. This fast is actually a little bit faster. So greens are a little bit firmer and faster. We'll have to factor that into our approach game here. Hopefully we can hit some closer shots and hopefully we can make some putts. Get in there, Super Tank. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. All right. Oh yeah. Okay. So it opens up with a par 3. This is known. Firm and fast, and we're gonna be taking like a 4-iron in here. I mean, that's carrying like 223. If I choke it down, I feel like I have to choke it down. 216. I mean, it should land on the green. It should land on the green. Let's choke this down. Yeah, we'll go with this. I like the line. Oh, but at 96% it freaking did the default again, dude. Oh, it's driving me up a wall. That's like 3 or 4 shots. That's like 3 or 4 shots that I have done tonight. I have to pay it. I have to check that. I need to stop relying on this thing. It is never what I need it to be. Absolutely never what I need it to be. That's so infuriating. That is so infuriating. Because I truly believe we hit like a fantastic shot there, and I would have just liked to have seen us have a chance. Okay. Just pay attention. Just pay attention. Every shot, check that it's at 100%, because that's what we're trying to hit. That's what we're trying to hit. I think because it's into the wind, we can take driver. I think because it's into the wind, we can take driver. Because it's a front pin, so I'm allowed to go a little bit long and spin it back if need be. Yeah, because this is playing 112, but probably playing more like 105, so give it just like a little bit of loft and spin. It's already on this. It's firm, but okay, 100%, good. Ball's below the feet. Wind's out. A little bit to that side. Good line. Spin back right. I'll take that. That's good enough. That's good enough. Okay, well, that went a lot better than the first 7 holes of the last round. We got a birdie on 2. Missed our chance for birdie on 1. But yeah, we can dial in shots like that. We're gonna be in a good spot. This is a really tough corner. This is a really tough corner. I feel like we have to take it more on the angle, or else we're always gonna end up in the bunkers. And even this might bounce through the crab. Oh, we're on the edge of the fairway, I think. Oh, hot dang. Okay, we're on the edge of the fairway. Good. Good. Do I have a 1-iron? No. I run IRL, I don't have a 1-iron. And in-game, I don't have a 1-iron. I run 3 hybrid, and then I go right down to a 4-iron. I don't have any of the driving irons in the bag. I feel like I need to stretch it, and then I always need to stretch it more into these winds. Ball is above my feet. Wind's not that much, so I'm gonna go out here. I go out here. I feel like that's on a pretty good line. How's the distance control? Overshot it. Overshot it. Okay, well, sometimes that happens. Down the hill, a little right to left. A little right to left. I think it's the same at the hole, right? Okay. 166, I'll take a touch off of it. Little right to left. Let's try and... somewhere out here. What is it? 66? Or no, it's 48%. Well, stay up! Stay up! Ah. It's close. I mean, that's the thing. We have a lot of close reads. Driver 3-wood hybrid, 5.79 to putter. Oh, you don't play with... You don't have any wedges? That seems like an interesting choice. Alright, we'll take 4-iron here. Just try and present ourselves an angle into the hole. Oh, you just have a wedge. Gotcha. Gotta give this a little bit extra. Balls, not that far above the feet. Just trying to keep it away from that tree. Away from the tree we go. Oh no, 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 no. Too accurate. Too accurate. Okay. That sucks. That sucks. Alright, well, let's try and make the most of it. What's going on, Stevie? "20 yards, up 2 feet. Right to left break, pretty strong at the hole. I mean, we saw that as we went up there. Up 2 feet. It's faster green. It's pretty right to left, so I'm gonna actually start it out here. That's 100%. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Ah, man. So, like, if we land that to the side, or like a couple inches shorter, like, that's great, but we hit the pin on the fly and that just completely neutralizes that shot. Completely neutralizes that shot. I think a choked shot. It's 5 yards shorter, but it goes through a little bit. I feel like this could be a good one. I feel like this could be a good one. Just make sure it's 100%. Which it is. Let it rip. No, that's gonna stick out to the left. Oh, okay. It curled a little bit towards the hole. Just left it on a slope. Kind of feels straight down it, maybe a little left to right. Feel like it's a little left to right. I'm not getting it like in the way the pin is, but Getting it in that like last little bit of this putt. Yep, there it is. There it is, just the littlest bit not enough. Okay, so you got a 60-degree wedge, but you just keep the odd irons in the bag. I mean, if you have enough gap control and stuff, then so be it. All right, I'm going power drive. I know it's a riskier play, but I typically trust our swing enough. Yeah, I mean, it's whatever works for you, right? Like, at the end of the day, that's all that it's... The only person it's got to work for is you. 186 if we go with the 5-iron choked, but like if we go back here, 180, 10 yards is up the hill. 6-iron short, but I feel like if I overpower it, then maybe we've got a chance at it. Get in there, Heels. Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome on in, Heels and company. Hope you're all doing well. What were you up to? We're playing some True Sim. It's been quite a round, or quite a night rather, not a round. We've hit an ace and an albatross tonight. First albatross of the game. Pat and I double aced a hole in ranked tours. It's been a wild one. Raid and run. Take care, sir. Yeah, what's going on, Wadowski? How we doing, dude? Okay. I'm hard stuck here. Just playing a little over 200. I think I gotta play the choked approach. 5-iron choked approach. It's playing effectively over 200, so like... Yeah, we're just gonna play it. Screw it. And this is not flaring, at least from the last one, it did not flare as much back to the left. So I'm gonna play it like that. Play it a little bit more conservative. That's gonna be too big of a bounce, isn't it? How much you can do? I'm doing well, man. Thanks for asking. The weather's getting nice. The forecast is getting better for the week. It's nice spending some time outside. I know, touching grass, imagine that. The golf's been going pretty well. We finished 5th in True Sim and 6th in Plat last week, so we're off to a good start to 25. What is this putt doing, man? Speak to me. Speak to me, Green. What's happening? Little bit left to right? Can I key off of that? Like if the beginning is left to right, can I see anything else? Left to right, it seems like it flattens out and then I can't tell what it's doing at the end. Maybe more left to right. 2 inches down. We'll play it short. I don't want to run this thing. I don't want to run this thing into the nether. Go out here. There's the left to right, flat, and then left to right. Go in. Come on, do it. Yeah, that's the truest of putts. And by truest of putts, it just means it's True Sim Eagle. We'll take it. We'll take it. What a read. What a read. Yeah, okay, we're going down a club. We're going down a club. We're gonna be too far down there with the driver. That being said, the way these trees are kind of wanting to come into play, maybe that's not the greatest decision I've ever made. Oh, we are so in between clubs. Gosh darn it. Got a starter set like 3 years ago. Went to a flea market, buy a small set, and your uncle gave you some? Okay. Yeah, I went to a secondhand shop and bought a full full set of irons and wedges, so I'm at least set with that, but I would like to upgrade. That's on my list, but on my list is also getting better before I do that, so you know, it's tough. It's tough. You gotta pick your poisons. Loft it. Yeah, loft it. Try and land the 9-iron with a little softer blow. I didn't cut it back enough. It's decent, but just off the mark. True sim and high noon weather. Well, I mean, at least we don't have any grids to worry about, Lucas. Also, Lucas, you've missed one heck of a night, man. We hit a double ace. Pat and I were playing the ranked tours. He hit one, and then I hit one on the same hole. And then we hit an albatross in round 1 of True Sim. So the shots are falling. Over PGA Tour, Luis? I do. I'm not a huge fan of not a huge fan of the EA game, to be honest. It's breaking pretty heavy left to right. There's just too much randomness baked into that game. I like my shots to, you know, if it says perfect shot, that means that it's gonna go where I've read it to go. I don't like it that it's like perfect execution of your shot and it just still sucks. I want it to suck because I made a bad read or a bad decision. I don't want it to suck because the game just has a variable that I didn't luck out on. Come on. Keep turning. He's leaning. It's not going to get there. That's not bad. That's not bad. It's front 9, though. I just can't really score all that well. Like Callaway, I mean, I have no preference. I have Tommy armor. I've got some old Tommy armor clubs. And then I've got Titleist, driver, and hybrid, but I don't have any of the big brands outside of that. Well, I guess I have an Odyssey putter, but my irons and wedges are not. And anything big? I just have to buy 2K25. Have you tried the demo, Luis? There's a free PGA Tour 2K25 first look if you're interested in that and haven't. Yeah, if you've only watched it but haven't actually gotten a chance to get your hands on it. I'm going to call it 156, carry 165. I mean, this is carrying about pin high. That's 5 yards short. Where's 5 yards short post? Up the hill, tailwind. It might get a little hop and skip. Might get a little hop and skip. No. I mean, fairway bounce might help us. It's a little too far left. 845S, Silver Scott, Lex. What's up, dude? Yeah, no problem, Luis. I think it's still set to that you can play 18 holes over and over and over again on Sawgrass, and any of your progress transfers over if you buy the game. Well, no, but they're the 845S Silver Scots. So, yes and yes. Kids even know about Tommy Armor? I didn't know about Tommy Armor until I got those clubs, to be honest, Lucas. So, but hold on, I think I have a note in my phone of how much I paid for them. They're definitely not the highest of quality, but let me see here. Club prices. I paid $82 for 3-iron down to 9-iron and 4 wedges. So at that point in time, I didn't care. $82 to get me that many clubs and get started golfing. Absolutely gonna take it. Marky Mark the Shark, make it? Oh, we're gonna try, man. We're gonna try. I think the hard part with this is like, I kind of want to not putt it because it's so much break at the start. I feel like if we tie spin it, or I don't know, chip it, is the chip gonna be too much? Tie spinner is kind of funky. I'm like there maybe. I don't know. This is a complete science shot. Oh, come on. Really? That big of a push? That's a shame. Alright, no eagle. It was honestly the right play. Perfectly controlled for that distance. I just did not get a straight swing on that. Yeah, I would like to get new stuff, Lex, but I'm like kind of in that weird like, I know I can get better with them, but like I know that there's also improvements to be had with new equipment. So that's just kind of the weird spot that I'm at, but oh no, I finally missed a contact point the other way. Slow starts around 1, Rio. We were 7 pars in a row to start, and then I hit albatross birdie to at least get to 4 under on the front 9. Bogeyed on the back 9, but still got the 10. So just a really slow start. I haven't really had good luck with this front 9 on either round. This is a little bit better. Down the hill. Definitely left to right. Probably have to tie spin this too. Is this gonna hop, skip, and get going? Something like here. I just have to hit a square. I'm hitting so many buttons. Go away. Honestly, I don't know what much better you could do there. Okay, still gotta give it a good read. I couldn't sink putts. I've missed so many putts of like moderate length by more than I really should. I moved it back because I didn't trust it. See, it's stuff like that. It's stuff like that, Rio. I've had so many just like near miss putts. Yeah, Rio. Ace and albatross stream. So yeah, that part's been going well. Making up for my putting. But apparently I'm starting to lose my inputs here. Yeah, what's going on, Jeremy? I have played golf IRL for just over 4 years now. Alright, I gotta play this, unfortunately, a little bit more center green. 53, 45, 17 off of that, though. That's like... And it's kind of in between clubs. I think if I take pitching wedge, I'm not getting there where I want to be. Oh, what the heck. Feels like it's... from here, this looks left to right. From behind the ball, it looks right to left. So it might be flattish at the start. I'm having a really hard time reading this putt. Holy cow. I mean, that does kind of curl. It might be left to right and then kind of hit like a flattish point. It's faster, so I gotta take off a bit. That's the main thing. I don't love it. Don't love it. I'm not getting any sort of consistent read off of this. I'm gonna go here. That's my best bet. There's the left to right. Straighten out, maybe go a little bit left. Okay. I just couldn't commit to more on that. Started playing 2022, late 21. Yeah, I got clubs in April of 21, but like I've said before, I only have like 30 IRL rounds, so you know, I get out like 7 times a year maybe. Like I still haven't gotten out yet this year. I get out to the range, but as far as actually getting out and playing. Problem is these are always long clubs, so they don't sit. "10-foot right to lefter." It's not like a well, that slope looks more. That slope looks more. If that's the slope that I'm thinking about out here. Golf was $20, so $20 is nice. Yeah, I mean the courses up here definitely cheaper, so I'm hoping to capitalize on that for sure. 27 yards, 287. I mean, if I can overpower this, I guess it's like a. You try and put it in the bunker, go up and down. I think I am trying to just go in the bunker here. It's not quite as close. I would have liked to have landed that fairway and bounced it in. So 20 yards, a little bit tougher. This pick shot could be a little bit short. I think we'll just kind of knuckleball it a little bit. I want to check out this green first, but I think, oh, it's uphill. A little bit left to right. I don't know. 23 yards. I don't necessarily want to go long. These can be in the 80s though. Like we could be like 9 feet short. I'm gonna go with the next club up. I don't know if that's a mistake or not. Let it take us out to the left to right on there. Need a pretty straight swing. I'm surprised I got through the break that much. Or the hill, rather. Alright, I'm just powering at center cup. I mean, if we manage to find the lip, then I guess we suck, but... yeah, this course, we're just, like... just quite not clicking with it. Because we've hit good shots, but, you know, we get ourselves to... I haven't been able to put it quite as close as I want to, and even when we do put it close, we've been having some issues. Okay, this is gonna be a 75%er. Which means it's not gonna play the wind as much, it's not, but it's gonna bounce. Thought I was gonna get a little more hop and skip out of it. So it's just little things like that in our game today. Little things like that in our game today where we're not quite putting ourselves in the position to succeed. So why is that? That's giving me right to left vibes. Yeah, ball's like just touch above my feet. But what is it doing? I feel like that's right to left up there too. Right edge. At that distance, do you just give up the hole? At that distance, do you just have to give up the hole? Golf channels do I watch? Do you mean like IRL golf, or do you mean like what, Twitch and YouTube? $35 down, so we're carrying 318. It's into that bunker. I mean, I'm okay with it, because like I think if we landed the bunker, we've got a shot. I'm not going to power drive it. We'll go with a little overpower. Bunker shot is fine with me. If we hit the gap and had a putt, that's fine with me. This is literally the one place we probably didn't want to be. I don't know. I watch a good amount of people that play like some of the higher level TGC. Some of the higher level TGC stuff. I mean, IRL golf, I'll watch like NBC or CBS, whoever's covering the tournament. But I'll probably more watch like a couple of educational golf YouTubers. I used to watch Me and My Golf more. I used to watch Rick Shields more. I still watch some like Chris Mayan, maybe some Danny Maud. I think it's just interesting to try and hear some different thoughts and maybe from time to time try some things. 19 yards, it's up the hill, but it's out of the heavy rough. Just thinking if we can get it up there and rolling, that maybe we can maybe give ourselves a chance. Oh, it's right to left. That rolled out too much. That rolled out too much. Oh, that's a great comeback putt. That's a great comeback putt. Yeah, I mean, I used to watch Rick a decent amount, but I don't know. I just kind of stopped, and then he started doing the stuff with Liv, and I don't know. Just felt like a weird. Not that it's like an anti-Liv thing for me, but it's more so it just felt like a sharp turn from, I mean, it's like it's some of the same content, but it just, I don't know, doesn't feel quite right. That makes sense. Doesn't quite feel like it matches his channel the way that I would expect it to. Be 51, 52, 53. I say this is playing about 153, which means that I probably want to uphill and everything take off a few percentage. I play this like 96. Fall slightly below the feet, up the hill. Ah, that closed. Not that bad. That's it. Okay, I can live with that. Good. I haven't really gotten into like the casual, or not casual, but like the non-instructional, just like recreational side of YouTube golf. So like good, Bob Does Sports, like all those guys, I have not gotten. Oh my word, dude. Like, I can't keep missing these putts of this distance by that little. It's gonna drive me up a wall. So, like, I've watched some stuff from those guys, like, on occasion. Like, maybe, I mean, I've watched a couple of Grant's videos, I guess, by himself. I haven't really watched, like, them as a collective. I mean, the thing is, like, I get the content, like, I get that people enjoy that sort of thing. It just hasn't spoken to me. And that's okay. Not everybody's content is for everybody. Oh, jeez. Come on, Streamlabs. Let me know. ACF, thank you for the YouTube sub. Really appreciate it. So yeah, like I'm semi-familiar. I do like Golf Sidekick. I actually like him quite a bit. Maddie. He's got some good stuff. Quite funny too. But yeah, I don't know. I like more the, there we go. I like more the educational side of things. GM more than good? You watch them all more than me. But you know, in the vein of golf, different strokes for different folks. Matchmaking ranking, Kaysen, I'm like low eagle, I think, on duos, and I'm somewhere down in like par birdie for solos. I don't really play matchmaking all that much. I play a few matches here or there. You know, we'll play some matches with chat. I'm in between clubs here. Okay. Let's see. If I were trying to play this shot, this is playing like 113, maybe 114, but then I've got this much wind in my face. Okay, so if we're playing, like, I need 6. Maybe somewhere there. Go a little bit long because it can maybe spin back. It's probably not going to spin back with as much as we're... doing here. A little bit right of the hole, it seems. Oh no, we're not. I mean, a little bit right, but we're still short. Dang. Okay. I took a little bit off. I guess I just misjudged how much. That's tough. When you're in between your wedges, that's still like a tough shot for me. That's so left to right, man. Downhill behind, too. Okay. Well, if it's downhill behind... Only... yeah. Downhill behind. I'm not going to go crazy hard on this. But I know it's going to go... I'm feeling left to right here early. Maybe like slightly flattens out at the end, but certainly has to be braking and then you straighten out there. Yeah. Too much. Yeah, this hasn't been a great day at the office today. This hasn't been a great day at the office today. I mean, it's all right. Still better than most, but like... Okay. Par 5's got us routed to the other fairway right now. Uphill, but tailwind. Do we just try and send it? Yeah, I think we can cover this bunker. We've been hitting our points enough. I'm just gonna power drive it right over the bunker. That should create some opportunities here. That should create some opportunities here. Alright. Come on, playing. Gonna carry 162. Maybe. Let's call it 161. Wind at the back. It's gonna carry mid 160s. It's gonna hop and skip. Too long. I'm gonna put a little bit of loft and spin on it. Just a touch. Just a touch. We're throwing this thing up there. It is up the hill 6 feet. I like the line. Land on the green. Sit. Okay. Well, we ended both rounds with eagles. We ended both rounds with eagles. That at least gets us back to 18. So 10 under, 8 under. Reading these putts has been quite tough. Reading these putts has been quite tough. Honestly, it's 3 holes that have us with like a decent score. Because we've got an albatross and 2 eagles. So, I mean, that's 7 of our 18 strokes are on 3 holes. It's not exactly where we can be. Not exactly where we can be. Yeah, we're 9 strokes off the lead. You know, Rio's playing well. You got Stando, and then we're back at 18. So we're a little bit off the pace that we could be at. But let's. I mean, I gotta look at this because it's. I mean, that's killer. I've made 3 putts, 3 out of 11, inside 10 feet. I'm not saying we need to be 100%, but heck, put me at 75%. Put me at 75%. Let me make 6 more putts. 78%. We go from 18 under to 24, and just like that. So it's. I mean, the putting's been absolutely killer. But that was pretty obvious. Yeah, 24 puts us 1 off of Rio, 3 off of Scud, through 2. So it's pretty obvious that like we had short putts that we got in close and just could not for the life of us get it to drop. I mean, what are the medium putts looking like? Because the long putts at 37% or just under 37% is probably not the worst thing. It's actually really good. through 2 rounds. I mean, if we can keep that pace up, we're sinking long putts at a higher clip, but you can't be making less than 30% of your medium putts. That's awful. 71% for Scud. Okay, so 4 to 5 more putts of medium length we drop, and we're a couple back, and then throw in some better approaches, and then we'd be in good standing. But I'll take it. We've got an ace on the night, we got an albatross on the night. 18 under is still, compared to the other scores here, is still very good. So I can't be too down on myself. We will play rounds 3 and 4 tomorrow night. We'll play rounds 1 and 2 of Plat on Wednesday. So we've got plenty of room. I feel like our inputs were pretty good overall. A few misses in there, but yeah, I mean, we just got to refine some of this. We got to refine some of this stuff. Better have the visuals. I mean, the thing between like regular rounds and these rounds, regular rounds, we're going to have, what is it? Regular rounds, like we're going to have the ability to go to the green and really zoom in on things and fine tune it. That's one thing in True Sim, like I have to have the better visualization in my head of how those shots work. Some of those, how my loft and D-loft works. Because otherwise we leave this giant hole. Zva! Thank you very much for the follow. Leave this giant hole, right? Like you've gotta, what is it? It's 111 yards down to 100. I think we have 107. That gap's not bad. The 56 degree to the 60, because it's 4 degrees, but we go 56 to, I think we have a 50 degree wedge. I don't think we're running 52. I think it's 56 to 50. We might need to look at that. Posted, thank you for the follow as well. Appreciate it. Thank you all. Let's take a look at this bag real quick, because I think that gap is what's being a little bit problematic right now. 56 to 50, because it means we're 111 to 126. So my choke shot is 122. My full shot's 111. It leaves me with an 11-yard gap. Do the promo event this week, Lucas? I wasn't planning on it. We're in Plat. I mean, maybe we play it just for fun. But I have nowhere to go up. I know, Plat problems, Rio. Yeah, so we got 50 and 56. Intercut randomly halfway through round 2. How'd the rest go? We shot 8 under round 2. But we were looking at the stats, so I eagled 18 both rounds, and I had an albatross. So 3 holes accounting for 7 out of the 18 strokes. But the thing is, Rio, we were 27.27% medium putts. I had 11 medium putts. I made 3 through 2 rounds. So we were above average on long putts. We didn't have the greatest on some of our approaches. Like I gave myself, further than I should have at those distances. But I just couldn't. We were like just skirting the hole, both sides, like high side, low side. It didn't matter, 50, 54, 58 is the play. I think it's 50, 52, 54, 56, and 60, 62 are the options. Let me see what the... How do you... There's a way to change it, right? How do I see what's available? It's not upgrade set. It's upgrade set. And how do you pick... It's 50-52. Oh, it's just a 56. So this isn't modifiable, and this one can go 60-62. So it's just replace club. Okay, yeah. Okay, so you got 52 and 56, or 52 and 62. So I don't know, because the pitching wedge should theoretically be a 48, but the club gap is so large. So what does 52 end up being here? 121. And that would leave me 121 to 140 something, right? Does it tell me what, yeah, 141. It's a 20-yard gap there. Right now it's a 15-yard gap, and then 26 down to 111, 15, 15. Like, I feel like that's more balanced. Spencer. Get in there, Spencer. Welcome back for 2 months in a row. I hope you continue to enjoy your faces. Hope all is well. Appreciate that. 50 to pitching wedge, or 50 to 56. Right now, what I was looking at was the gap of 50 to 56. Because it's 126 to 111. And so when you're down in wedge territory, like I've got 100 to 111 on the 60 to 56, because it's 4 degrees, is only 11 yards. But it's 15 yards going from the 56 to the 50. I was thinking about, like, if you drop it to 52, get that 121, like that's nice, 100, 111, 121, but it's 141 yards to my pitching wedge. 15-yard gap's a lot, yeah, but it becomes a 20-yard gap on the other end if I shift it. So $62 during match. I have a 60. I actually play the 60 quite a bit because I have more length. I play 99 power on my driver, and I play mid. I play upper 80s. I think like 87 power or something on my hybrid and my 3-wood. So like I do come in with my low wedges quite a bit. It's just I think for True Sim is where it gets a little bit funky. But I still like this build for True Sim. I don't think I want to switch it up. I appreciate that, Spencer. You have 62, 56, 50 pitching wedge. Pitching wedge goes 145. So you've got more power through the bag than I do. I cap mine at 79. $145, 128. Okay, so yours is like 16, give or take, yard gaps because it's more power, where mine's like 15. I think I am gonna leave the 52. Or I mean, leave it at the 50 because I think it's too big of a gap up to the pitching wedge. My problem. Yeah. I'm using my sculptor for both as well. It's just that I didn't put quite as much power as you did. Wood clubs literally wood? No. I think they may have used to have been, but they are not. See, I have 79 power. So I basically made it that I just put 5 power into my driver to go 99. Ultimately, it doesn't matter too much. It's a couple yards at the bottom of the bag. It's like I like the bag that I'm playing. I like the distances. Yeah, it's just that 50-degree gap is big. So I mean, I just have to play around it, I guess. Is the main thing. I just have to play around that gap. It's so hard. Like, you're trying to lay up to a number on some of these drives, and you only have so much fine-tuned control of it. I guess I'm covering that. My bad. So like I have decent distances here, but Don't think you've ever seen a golf club IRL? Really, Spencer? You should try it. Try it if you can. Partials to 97% of a full shot. Yeah. I mean, Yo, Bradwell, welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, I do. I think sometimes what I've done, Rio, and I made the mistake of is like trying to stretch shots. I think it's probably easier to go up a club and guesstimate the partial if you're between like 0 and 10, like 100%, 90%, because that's more likely actually playing like 10%. It starts to round weird as you go down, but that one's actually like 10%, so you can make logical things. I think clubbing up and imagining the partial percentage is probably the better way to go than trying to stretch clubs into the wind, which is what I've fallen bait to. I feel like trying to stretch your wedges with D-loft and topspin is a recipe for disaster. Also, Putt Pirate, thank you for the follow. Choke pitching wedge go 136. 136. So it's like 141 to 136. My 50 degree goes 126 to 122. It's 111 to 107 and 100 to 96 or something like that. So yeah, it's I just have to be mindful of it. I think that's the big thing with True Sim. You're playing to numbers, but it's also trying to be smart about things when you can't see the green. 100%. Yeah, it's not even trying to overpower it, but it's like trying to get the visual in your head of like, I'm adding D-loft and topspin, and like, how much is that adding? How is it fighting the wind? I think sometimes it's easier to go, okay, if I partial this shot, the wind's not going to quite play as much because I'm clubbed up and partialed, and I can probably gauge my landing a little bit better. You might be wrong, but I feel like I'm going to get it closer more often than not. So it's just making the like mental adjustment to do that. Higher power shot with more spin could sometimes mean getting caught in the... Yeah, that is true. Like, and so going up and like having less spin into shots is definitely a good thing, but I still like power, because if I can create shorter approaches, those front pins are a little bit more accessible. Like, just having more spin in general, you know, you get more spin naturally from the more power, but you're also carrying it further, so you're bringing a lower or a higher lofted club into some of these greens, getting it to stop, for me, in my mind, producing better shots. But yeah, there's so much in this game of course management and being smart, and it's like, don't fall into the traps of, oh, well, I'll just stretch this out, or like, think about when you play real golf. You try and stretch a shot, most times it's just easier to go up a little bit and take a little bit off a club. Tips on how to judge that? I mean, first off is knowing how wind plays at 100%. And then it's just kind of, I don't know, you start to get a feel for it as you partial. I would say if you partial by like 5%, it doesn't really have any effect with the wind. Once you start to partial more than that, the wind starts playing less, because as you partial, your ball flight goes lower. So even though you're hitting it shorter, you're hitting it at a lower flight. And so you're keeping it under the wind a little bit more. You really, really see that when you take like those 75% shots. Like, take a 75% wedge shot, like lob wedge shot into, yeah, with some wind. You're gonna ignore a good amount of the wind, keep it, you know, low and check it. But yeah, we'll try again tomorrow. I mean, we're 18 unders through 2. It's not the best for what my expectations are, but it is not bad. Jay, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that is going to do it for me for today. Fortunately, the stream stayed in one piece, which is big ups. But if you're new and you're watching, yeah, what the people have been doing, dropping follows, greatly appreciated. If you're watching on YouTube, a sub. Those are going to be the best ways to find your way back here. Also the Discord if you want like stream announcements, better notifications. But we stream Monday through Thursday. If all goes well, we stream Monday through Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. We've got more True Sim up tomorrow. Hopefully we can have a better final 2 rounds of that. Move our way up the leaderboard, or at least close down on the leaders a little bit. Just a little bit. Follow for the analytical approach of the game. I appreciate that, Bradwell. Yeah, that's kind of the only way I can compete. Adding in the uphill downhill combo first, play elevation first, then wind. Because elevation is always, wind is just a variable that is affected by your elevation. So if it's uphill, wind is going to play a little bit less. I would say for the first few yards of elevation, don't really play for anything. But as you start to get up there, you want to start taking some more off. Or if it's downhill, add a little bit more. But yeah, 1 yard to 1 yard is typically a safe bet, unless it's like crazy uphill or crazy downhill, and then it's more than that, or more off or less carry. It like kind of caps. And yeah, then your wind is dependent on elevation. But I'm always game to answer those questions. Always try and explain my way around. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me. That's gonna do it for me. We will be back tomorrow night. We're gonna go and say hello to Stando. I don't know what he's up to, but he plays. It looks like he's playing the ranked tours. He plays True Sim. He plays Plat. Very good at the game. I'll see you all over there. Say hello. He's from the other side of the world, so he knows what the future holds over there in New Zealand. Have a wonderful night. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow. More True Sim. Bye.